Hello and what is up, guys? Rye here and welcome back to some more automation and then later on BeamNG.Drive. Today we are continuing off our TwinTurbros versus Canadian Steel challenge series where myself, TwinTurbros Rye, build a vehicle to compete against Canadian Steel's vehicle, which in this case we're doing semi-trucks if you haven't noticed. So big old American huge engine semi-trucks. We're gonna have some towing tests. We might even have a track test, who knows. So we're creating pickup trucks in this video. My pickup truck is going to be in my video, and Canadian Steels will be on his channel. And then probably in a week or so, we are going to have the testing video where we test both of the vehicles in a series of events. So my pickup truck, my semi-truck, I mean, it's not really a semi-truck, is it? It's more like just a full truck. Semi-truck is going to be a full steel, front-mounted longitudinal engine. This is going to be a... I was really considering what suspension to use for this. You know, it's not going to be a full realistic vehicle, obviously. A couple things I want to keep in mind. I want this thing to be a semi-realistic weight. So around 15, like around what, 20,000 pounds, maybe more would be just great. If we can get super heavy, that'd be awesome too. I'm thinking we're going to do just solid axles front and rear. You know, this is, it's probably not something that a wishbone suspension would be on, independent suspension. I don't think so. We're going to do solid axle, what, coils in front or leaves in front? Let's just do coils and leaves, sure. Or coils and coals we could do. Yeah, this is fine. Doesn't have to be perfect. We're not making a perfect truck, obviously. This is going to be a straight six, pretty much a Detroit diesel kind of engine here. Not modeled after anything in particular. This is a 1995 or 1990 truck body. We're doing all 1990s for the actual stuff of the vehicle itself. Let me double check what the rules are going to be. So there's going to be a couple rules here. 1995 is the year, so we're going to do all cast iron, all this. I have a list of rules right here. 15 liters is max displacement. The best safety possible, air suspension, because it's sort of probably what it would have. I mean, semi-trucks do have air suspension, but I'm not sure if it functions the same as a truck versus car air suspension. The best brakes possible. The budget is $170,000 2012 automation dollars, because this is a top-of-the-line, high-end semi-truck and premium interior. These are going to be, I think, like overnight cabs is what they're called. Maybe, I'm not too sure. For now, we'll keep it on cast. I want to make this thing a huge engine. We want lots of torque, but I want this thing to fit also. I think we're going for a... I mean, 8.1 liter straight six. It fits. There's no problem at all. It fits. I think that's fun. 8.1 liter, carbureted multi-points. Well, standard intake. We just carbureted. Multi-point injection would be great. Since there is no diesel, I think we're gonna go. I don't think there's a fuel thing we have on this premium tier. We don't have a fuel thing on this. We don't have a fuel option. I'm gonna do premium gas. I mean, we're not making crazy power anyways, but premium gas seems like something it could. Because there's no diesel, obviously. I can go leaded. I can go super leaded, or I can go premium. I think we'll keep it on premium fuel. Nothing too crazy. We're gonna do probably just short cast headers, even though it's not really headers. It's just the exhaust manifold. Then probably just reverse flow reversal, just some good emissions on this thing, because it's, you know, it's a semi truck. It's a road legal vehicle. It needs good emissions though. We're gonna go for probably some heavy duty. Like, I don't like to think of this as forged. I like to think of this as just overall good internals, because we're gonna need them for this vehicle for sure. Like 5,000 RPM seems about what we're going for here. I think we'd actually lower the internals down a bit. So forge, can we do a cast? We can do a cast crank, heavy forge, and pistons will be forged. We can do maybe, no, low friction is a little too much. That'll save us on fuel economy though. We're not going for a great fuel economy vehicle. These things definitely, they don't get great miles per gallon. Exhaust is very struggled right now. So we're looking for, we're gonna look here, 5-inch exhaust sounds fine for now. We're looking for around as much torque as we can get, and I think around 500 horsepower, 600 horsepower. There's no horsepower or torque limits for this. It's just whatever you can kind of get. I am not shooting for crazy. We can go turbocharged, I guess. We can go fuel economy turbocharged focus here. And we can make the fuel a bit bigger here. A turbo diesel straight six kind of is a thing that pickup trucks probably could have. 6-inch exhaust, so a massive exhaust. We're only using 92 octane here. 17% efficiency, probably because the it's turbocharged. And the peak torque is made probably a little high for a pickup for a semi truck. It's made actually 3,400 RPM, but it's very even. It's over 600 half-feet of torque for pretty much the entire torque curve here. And the horsepower is decently linear. There's not a ton of boost in here, which is something we don't want. We don't want a ton of boost. Just enough boost if it just took off the turbo. Just a boost. It smooths out the torque curve. It makes it a bit more, even though it's not even on actually. Even though it's not even on. Okay, let's just go a bit more. 700 torque. Like, it's fine. Still makes 670 pound-feet of torque from 1900 RPM. So it's pretty good. We could lower the AR ratio, make the torque a little bit earlier. We're not going for crazy. I just want a low-end torque. Nah, it's not a smooth enough curve. I think we'll just increase it. Like, this is a pretty smooth curve. Okay, we can play with the compressor and all the stuff later on. We'll just get the car basically up and running right now. We're going to increase the fuel mixture. Because efficiency, like even 14% efficiency, not terrible. The crank is already freaking out. We definitely need a better crank. Let's do that. And then let's go increase the... I think we can increase the compression. This is a diesel engine, or a wannabe diesel engine. So compression ratio is pretty important, probably. 9.6, we can probably get 10 to 1 compression. 11, or 10.1 to 1. No, 10 to 1 compression it is. And then a slightly increased ignition timing. No, okay. So 585 horsepower. So... No, we're not gonna... $584, and the exhaust is a little bit struggling. We could actually have a bigger intercooler now. Do that. We don't want to overheat. That's something we don't want to do. This is good for even more torque and a little more. I really want to hit like an even. I mean, it makes peak RPM or makes peak power, but it doesn't really matter. Horsepower doesn't matter for this vehicle. I think this is fine. So it makes just under 600 horsepower so far and 720 pound-feet of torque. So it's in and around the range of a semi-truck. Probably a little bit low on the torque side, but it's something we can always improve. So we are going to, of course, keep going on here and work on it as we go on, basically. The body I've chosen is this huge, long 200-inch wheelbase, 196-inch wheelbase. It's not really like any pickup truck from the 1990s, but this design is almost like a futuristic-ish. We can go for this one here, and it'd probably fit. This is more of a European style, and this is more of an American style. So I'm building maybe this is like a European design with like an American style on. I'm not too sure. I know nothing about pickup trucks, so if I'm wrong, well then that's okay, I guess. Now, question for pickup truck: do we want four-wheel drive or two-wheel drive? I mean, we could have four-wheel drive, which wouldn't be very common, but then again, we don't have 6 wheels. We only have 4 wheels for this vehicle, so there's not a lot of traction in the rear. We're going to do rear-wheel drive, though. Not much traction in the rear. We're going to go for a 5-speed, a 6-speed manual. You probably want a lot of gears for this thing. Manual locking diff, we can just lock the diff. That help us out just a bit here. We'll tune the gearing later. Hard, long life. Honestly, I think like max size tires is probably okay. I don't know if that's realistic, just because there is no 4 rear wheels to get powered here. There is just one set of wheels, which is not the best. We can make the tires like big as well, to be honest. I don't make a max. I mean, 395s. That is pretty large. I think grip is important for this thing. Steel wheels, of course. These are 23-inch wheels. My gosh. Solid discs, 4 pistons to make it the biggest possible. This thing is not going to stomp regardless, but we'll give it that nonetheless. Fully clad, cooling flaps for better aerodynamics and slightly improved fuel economy. 2 seats, premium interior, premium because we can do premium CD sounds fine, sure. Power steering. I don't know if semi-trucks would be hydraulic power steering in 1990s. We'll do electric. ABS, best safety, and air suspension. We'll just do the best air suspension. We'll do for utility tuning. We can go off-road or utility. We'll do utility tuning. We are pretty low right now. We're gonna raise up the truck just a bit. There we go, just a bit higher here. The gap's a little bit bigger on there, but that's okay. So right now we weigh 16,000 pounds. It's pretty bad. The roll angle is not awful actually. It's 0 to 60 in 12.1 seconds, which seems pretty fast. For a pickup truck, we can gear to 200. We're going to gear it very high for fuel economy. We're only getting 3 miles per gallon, so I want to get some better fuel economy out of this if we can, to be honest. We want to have really short gears, right? And then they get quite long towards the end here. So first gear takes us to 30. We can actually go like this. First gear takes us to 40. No, we want shorter gears here. Gear to 18 kilometers an hour. A lot of wheel spin, but we're going to have a lot of power down there. Then it only goes up from there. 33, 50. Let's gear to 20 kilometers an hour, I think. This one. 20 kilometers an hour, 36 in second, 56 in third, and so on. This thing could do theoretically 180 kilometers an hour, so that's kind of terrifying. 3 miles per gallon, which is just dandy. It's just fine. I'll take that. The truck is not fully set up and tuned yet, though, but the basis of the vehicle is here. So what I'm going to do, like I always do, we're going to design a 1990s pickup truck semi-truck. This is going to be a retro-ish modern design, because this is a pretty futuristic kind of body, and they didn't, we can actually make this taller. I like that almost. I don't like how it looks, but it's interesting, I guess. That's the only thing you can actually move around, which is kind of cool, but I'll take that anyways. So what we're going to do now is design the vehicle, and then I'll go over it for a few minutes, and then in the next episode we will test the vehicles in a series of events. So sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy. Alright guys, so we are building our 1990s-ish pickup truck. This is a bit of a weird one to do because there's not too much references for real-life pickup trucks to have this kind of body from the 1990s. This body is sort of used, but it's not sort of the body that's ever kind of used in a pickup truck. So I am just taking design cues off of some other pickup trucks like Volvos and Mercedes of the time, but I'm also taking a lot of design cues from my Maven vehicles from the time. So American pickup truck, basically. Except it's got a few touches from other areas of pickup trucks, a few European-style pickup truck design elements, things like that. This pickup truck, while designing it, the game did crash a few times, like 2 or 3 times, which is crazy. Placing certain parts at certain places tended to crash the game. So you might see Go black for just a quick second because the game does crash. Basically, I had a split grill like all the Maven products, and then one individual logo on the far right side, or our right side, similar to older Maven pickup trucks. And then just some design details in the bottom with the headlights and the grills as well. Seeing if I want to add double mirrors now, but I decide against that. Basically just changing the color, adding a bit of chrome here and there. Changed the wheels to a little bit more industrial type wheel. And I did add a massive, not really a hood scoop, but a hood bulge. Maven is known for being a performance kind of line, and lots of pickup trucks take design elements from their cars. Like Mercedes has similar to the Mercedes pickup trucks, the semi trucks has similar design elements to their vehicles. Same with Volvo, etc. So we are taking one right out of Maven's book and having a big old power bulge on the vehicle itself, adding some door handles and things like that, and then just playing around with the bottom, adding some more details there as well. Just trying to get the vehicle a bit more detailed and in depth, and then finally adding on some other orange style strips, just to make the grille look a bit different from the other Maven vehicles and a bit more finished, and then adding, trying to add some lights on the top, and then I end up just adding a sun strip. Is that what that's called? I'm not too sure. Basically a visor to keep the sun off the driver, hopefully. Trucks sort of have that. I'm not sure if mine's perfect, but you know what? It's good. It's better than nothing. Basically on the back, it's a bit more different than some of the other vehicles. It doesn't allow you to put too much fixtures on the back, so I just add a handrail to climb up and basically making it so you can actually climb up on this thing. Then I add some taillights similar to the headlights of the truck. Very utilitarian-esque. I don't know if do pickup trucks need taillights there. I'm not too sure. Playing around with the horsepower and torque, we finished at 695 horsepower and 1,000 pound-feet of torque. This is the Maven CT8000 in front of us, the best semi-truck ever made. Alright guys, so we have finally completed our pickup truck from 1990s. We're going to go over a few things before we end off today's video. It is, again, rear-wheel drive, 6-speed manual, 0-60 in 12.2 seconds, so a very slow vehicle. It's a 595 horsepower, not 695 horsepower, I was mistaken there. It is a 8.1 liter turbocharged straight 6, 999.6 pound-feet of torque. Revs a little high, 5,000, I think 5,000 is just a bit high. But these are not diesel engines, so we're not getting too realistic numbers. Makes torque quite a bit down low, though. It makes, even pretty good just grunt torque, to be honest. But the only thing I'm worried about is this thing only having 2 drive wheels. I'm not sure if it's going to have enough grip towing. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, there's this. Oh, yeah, sometimes the exhaust just glitches out for whatever reason. Actually, I'm going to see if we can try to remove it here, because it's really, really weird. There's a glitch with this body where the exhaust just... or just does this. That's all it does. But what we're going to do, I think we need an actual exhaust pipe. That's what we need. So we need to add an exhaust pipe quickly. We're going to add a tow hitch as well, just because towing would be nice. We'll just put the exhaust right there. And there we go. We fixed that glitch. We'll put the first slow back on. Okay. We've got that done. We're going to add a quick old tow hitch so we can actually try towing some stuff in the next video, competing against Canadian Steel's pickup truck, which looks pretty cool, by the way. I'm just literally doing this video after he did his. I just didn't have time this morning to do it, so we're doing it now, basically. Tow hitch. Am I blind? Tow hitch. Tow. Nope. Tow hitch. Tow bars. It's really tow bar or tow hitch. Put it right on the differential, maybe. kind of, we'll go like this. We will put, no. We'll put this here. Just in case. Or should we put it like right here? Put it like right there. You know what? It sticks so far. Yeah, it sticks so far. That's fine. It's floating in the air. I hope that's not going to glitch out. That's fine. That's fine. So what else do we have to talk about for the vehicle? So it's 16,500 pounds. So for kilograms, can we check right now? Actually, graphics right now. Let's check game. No, we can't check right now. Okay. We're only 42 FPS. We're getting terrible FPS. There's so much things loaded right now in automation. Actually, the game might crash here. That's okay. So 16,000 pounds. So I think we're at what 8,000 kilograms-ish, 7,000 kilograms. So we are a very, very heavy vehicle, a similar size to a typical semi-truck. Probably a little bit under though, I'm thinking. But, you know, this is not perfectly realistic with automation. There was glitches trying to put stuff on over here and stuff. We can't put anything on over here. I'd like to have something over here, but well, we can't. That's okay. So in the next video, like all the challenges, I'm going to test both my car and Canadian steel, so we can tow 43,000 pounds, which seems pretty close to on par. I'm going to test my car against Canadian Steel's car in a series of events, of course. We're going to do a towing test, probably. I'm going to do a tug-of-war, which, of course, is the most important. And, of course, we're going to see what this thing can do on the track, because that is even more important. That's the most important thing. I just want to say a couple things as well before we end off the video here. Check out the Discord, linked down in the description. Maybe even it's the top comment. I'm not too sure. Check out the Discord. We have weekly challenges on there for you guys to check out. You guys can submit cars for me to test out every week. And I'm going to do live streams. Hopefully, probably every Saturday is what it's looking like. It's going to be every Saturday. Unknown time yet. I'll probably give you guys a couple hours notice because it depends what I'm, you know, work and stuff. It depends. Then there'll also be some other live streams coming up in the weekdays as well. So, you know, I probably around, I think we're in Eastern Standard Time, Central Standard Time. I think we're Central Standard Time here. Central Standard Time, Canada, eh? And we'll be doing them probably around 4 or 5 o'clock p.m. weeknights. So it's a little bit later for some people, but I can't live stream while I'm at work. So it's obvious. So yeah, next episode we are going to do the testing and stuff. It'll probably be in about a week or so, maybe less. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. And as always, I'll see you next time.